Everyone, it is time for some Hollywood drama, tea, and news. So let's get to what the Hollywood? I know you guys, I'm sorry I'm doing this to you, but I know we've been talking about Blake Lively ad nauseum, but her legal drama with her It Ends With Us co-star Justin Baldoni is literally everywhere. More twists and turns coming about by the nanosecond. So just buckle up really quick for me, please, and let's talk about the latest drama, okay? So Blake Lively has thrown a brand new claim into her legal war with Jason Baldoni. She recently filed an amended complaint to her original lawsuit against Baldoni. Now, this amended complaint states that Baldoni not only sexually harassed her, but he also made two other women feel uncomfortable on the set of It Ends With Us. This is a still from that movie. And both are willing to testify against him at trial. In the 141-page document, Blake says she was, quote, not alone in complaining about Baldoni and raising concerns about his behavior during their work together on the movie, dating all the way back to 2023. So she says Baldoni, quote, acknowledged the complaints in writing at the time, which runs contrary to his current narrative. Blake says Baldoni knew that women other than Miss Lively also were uncomfortable and had complained about his behavior. All right, so there's that latest news. But now for the other shoe that must drop, there's other drama that's clouding Blake Lively's latest project, if you can imagine it. It's called Another Simple Favor. So the first movie, A Simple Favor, stars Blake Lively and Anna Kendrick, and the premise is about a widowed single mother named Stephanie who works as a vlogger in Connecticut. Her best friend, Emily, played by Blake, seems to have it all: a successful career, a loving family, and a glamorous lifestyle. Kind of rings true to her real life. When Emily mysteriously disappears one day, Stephanie launches her own investigation by digging into her friend's past and finding a few surprises along the way. So that movie that came out in 2018. Now the sequel will follow Stephanie and Emily as they head to the beautiful island of Capri, Italy, for Emily's extravagant wedding to a rich Italian businessman. So it's set to open at South by Southwest on March 7th, but surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, there doesn't appear to be any sort of press tour for the film. Now this is mainly due to the fact that it's headed straight to streaming on May 1st. No theater release, so why press? So Lively's co-star on the film, Anna Kendrick, is reportedly upset, not at Lively, but about the drama surrounding Lively and Baldoni. Now, I have a few comments from people online. So the comments on Instagram have upset Kendrick, especially the ones where fans are now refusing to watch the movie because they don't want to support Blake. A source told People that Anna Kendrick is, quote, not used to being caught up in any drama. And there's also been rumors of a feud between Lively and Kendrick since filming the first movie. So while those rumors have somewhat been debunked, just take a look at this clip of them doing press together before the first movie was released. Take a look.
Was there a relationship before this film? Did you guys know each other?
I've met Blake a few times through Ryan on that film.
Got it.
And thought she seemed nice, and little did I know.
Yeah. Look at the body language experts analyzing this right now. How quickly do you...
Don't touch me.
Disney. Who's bigger, Disney? You've been a princess, of course. You've been Cinderella, but...
I can't be a Disney princess ever.
Oh, Muffin, it's so hard being you.
Yeah, so the tension right there, oozing out of the TV. Of course, this was edited just a little bit, but you even heard the interviewer say, oh, the body language experts are going to be analyzing this. And I don't know, her body language kind of told me a lot, at least, I don't know, Lively's body language. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's shift gears to one of the first ever original viral videos. It's Charlie Bit My Finger. Let's roll the tape.
Charlie. Charlie bit me. Ah! Oh, ouch. Ouch! Ouch, Charlie! Ow! Charlie, that really hurt. No, Charlie bit me.
Oh my gosh, my heart, those two little kids. I love it, still quote it. I think we all do. Jeremy was laughing, so was Tom Schmidt. It's one that just really resonates with us. Okay, so if you can believe it, baby Charlie is all grown up. This is him, 18 years old, you guys. He recently spoke with BBC Newsbeat about his life as part of YouTube's 20th anniversary. So Charlie is currently at university in the UK, and while talking about the 2007 video his dad uploaded to YouTube, Charlie said, quote, "It was never not a part of my life. It's always been there." However, he clarified that he's remained humble about his viral rise to fame at such a young age as he's gotten older. He joked, quote, "There were a few times in uni when people would ask for a fun fact, but I was never going to use this as my fun fact." Why? Why not? That's my question. And speaking of fun facts, here are a few fun facts about the original video. So the video was originally uploaded to YouTube as a way for Charlie's godfather in the US to see the brothers grow up, but quickly that video went viral, as we saw, and it was shared, watched, and as of this year, the BBC reported that the video has gained almost 900 million views online. And guess what? The original video was actually taken down after the family sold it for over $700,000 as an NFT in 2020-21. So the original version you cannot find. You'll find what I showed you was kind of a, I guess, copied version, but it's the same exact thing. All right, Wendy Williams, we talked about her a few weeks ago with Babcock, but she is a newly freed woman. The former TV talk show host has been letting her hair down in Miami after being released from an assisted living facility. As I said, we spoke with Michael Babcock over at TMZ last week, and he explained the very strict, rigid, and jail-like circumstances she was living under. But Wendy, she was living under these conditions because of a frontotemporal dementia claims, and was placed under a guardianship. But last week, TMZ debuted their documentary, Saving Wendy, and within hours of its release, Wendy was actually petitioning to end her guardianship. And last Wednesday, she signed an affidavit asking the judge to set her free. And according to this affidavit, Wendy says she's, quote, regained capacity to function without a guardian. She also says in the affidavit she does not have this frontotemporal dementia, despite what the doctors have claimed. So our sources at TMZ say Wendy will be reevaluated by a doctor next Tuesday, so that was this past week. And, doctors were selected by the attorney Wendy has hired to end the guardianship. Okay, a few quick bites of entertainment news. Jeremy, I hope you're listening. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, Taco Bell unveiled a $777 Las Vegas wedding package that includes, wait for it, Elvis, tacos, and a hot sauce bouquet. I'm in. I wish I would have gotten married this year and it was Taco Bell themed. Okay, Lady Gaga says her telephone music video with Beyonce will get a sequel. We just don't know when. Because if you ever saw the telephone music video, at the very end it says to be continued. And that was years ago, eons ago. And then Freaky Friday 2 finally has a release date. I know, we're all waiting for it. Mark your calendars, August 8th. Freaky Friday 2 coming to a theater near you. All right, we'll be back with a round of Don't Even Get Me Started. Don't even get me started.